Fuck yeah, I'm standing. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I didn't know there were children in the house. But I usually stand. I thought we were going to do an MMA fight here. Michael Rooker! Come on down!
You probably bite my ear off. Okay, as you know, we have microphones set up for asking questions. One right here and one in the other aisle. If you guys are going to have any questions, you might want to start lining up in front of the mic. We're going to start taking from each side. But in the meantime, let's get an update on Mr. Rooker here. Dude, what the hell have you been up to lately?
Nothing. How about you?
Trying to get a haircut like yours, man. Yeah, I do the same thing occasionally as well. Acting skills, huh? Okay.
These are very durable things, you know.
Mr. Rooker.
How many people are out there? Give me a holler. Shit, yeah!
You love it, don't you? Alrighty, before we move on to Walking Dead, because I know that's what everybody wants to hear about right now, let's get a brief update on probably some secrets that Michael probably cannot tell us, but we're going to try to force it out of him anyway. Guardians of the Galaxy, what the hell?
Yeah, I know, you like that, huh?
Sci-fi and comics, man. So what's your role? What do you got going on for it?
I don't know what you're talking about. Guardians of the Galaxy, I don't know anything about it. Why are you asking me that?
Does everybody know that Michael Rooker has been signed for a major motion picture called Guardians of the Galaxy? Wouldn't you like to know what exactly it is that Michael Rooker is going to be doing in Guardians of the Galaxy?
I don't know what he's talking about. There, how's that?
Way better.
Awesome, dude. All right, we'll get to that later. Let's go to our first question since we got a single person on this side of the room. How you doing? Go for it.
How did you feel when you were selected to make a voice on Black Ops 2?
I don't feel. I felt pretty good when I found out how much they were going to pay me.
Jesus Christ, he's going to be my problem child. You got any more? You want to elaborate a little bit on that for this?
Yeah, they paid me a lot.
Sorry, dude, I tried. He's sober, that's the problem. Hi, you got a question on that side? Go for it.
Out of all your interactions, like with your one-on-one reactions, like with you and Michelle, you and the governor, you and Daryl, which one are your favorites?
None of them. I don't like any of those reactions. I don't like any of the relationships. Merle doesn't really care much about those people.
Well, it's been nice for Michael Rooker to join us here at Wizard World. We hope him all of
all the actors are awesome, and you know, we always have a good time doing the scenes. Yeah, sometimes you know, we have to help pick ticks off each other. Especially if it's true, man. We go out running in the woods, and we do these fights in the woods, we're rolling around in all that grass and crap, and you know, you pick 3 or 4 of them off your belly or your back, so you gotta watch yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, it's too much information. Yes, ma'am. You got a question?
Hi, Michael.
Oh,
I cannot stay because I have a 4-year-old.
come, put your mouth to the mic a little closer.
Well, I'm a little high.
That's okay. You got it now.
There you go.
I can't stay because I'm a 4-year-old here who has to pee, but I got him into watching The Walking Dead. I explained to him all about the zombie makeup and how the actors participate and the makeup artists, and now he's a die-hard Merle Dixon, Daryl Dixon, Dixon Brothers fan. So I just wanted to say thank you.
Thank you. What's his name?
What's your name, honey?
Hiya, Jack Henderson.
Oh, very sweet. And you gotta go somewhere. You gotta see a man about a dog or something. Huh? Mom, thank you, Mommy, for telling everybody that.
But we will see you tomorrow at the panel, for sure.
Okay.
Thank you.
Awesome. Over here, did you guys ever have time to pee on the show? I'm just curious.
Now, we hold it on the show. In a zombie apocalypse, you either hold it or you just let it go, you know? You can't be be worrying about where the water is going.
Well, you did have something you can fill up. Never mind. Hi, green sweater over here. Go for it.
Hi, Mr. Rooker. I'm really fascinated with Merle Dixon and his history of drug use and drug abuse. Can you share anything with us about what you may have invented as a backstory for him or anything that the
Merle did not abuse drugs.
So just, okay, tell me about that little cocaine
Merle
packet.
used drugs to his liking. There was no abuse. He had no abuse whatsoever going on.
Nothing else besides that? Just a little more?
Yeah, well, all I know is that Merle's drugs saved T-Dog's life.
Yes, it did.
Yes. And nobody ever thanked me for that.
Yeah, I'm black. You don't owe you anything. Okay. Question over here.
Hi. If you play any other character on the show, who would you play?
You're asking me, Michael Rooker? I think I'd play Carl. He's got the cool hat, you know.
You want to play Carl so you can start your psychosis all over
I
again.
have a feeling Carl may be the last one standing one of these days. You never know, but I think Carl's got a cool role. He's got, definitely has he has a future in the show, you know. And I got to tell you, I just saw that cat.
Oh, yeah?
He's growing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to stop feeding him, I think. You know? He's growing. He's gotten about an inch taller.
Yeah. Did you play any sort of father figure to him? Or what the hell am I saying? Never mind. Over here on this side. Hey, Mike.
That's right, dude. Merle is sort of a father figure to Carl, and the cop's a father figure or a brother figure to Durrell. There we go. We just did a little switcheroony there. Hey, man, how you doing?
Good, how are you doing? I was pissed when Merle died. I mean, you were the coolest character on the show. I just want to know.
Thank you.
I just want to know if there's any consideration keeping Merle on, being part of the group, going to season 4. What happened to that?
Merle's dead, boy. Merle's zombie's dead. I'm deader than dead.
I'm not going to believe that there's such a thing.
No consideration keeping you on?
Flashback.
Before killing you off?
Flashback.
Oh, God, I don't know what went on in those boardrooms, but all those decisions were made backstage, and we actors are not usually privy to all that stuff. We usually get maybe a week or two notice, and then we just, we get the script, and we get to, as with all our scripts, the actors usually have a little say in how we are portrayed and in the development in the certain episodes. So for that episode, I had quite a bit. I was very fortunate for that.
Excellent. Yes, sir.
Hello, my door.
Hello.
For anyone who's here not familiar with it, would you care to talk a bit about Henry Portrait of Zero?
No.
At all?
No. What about
Anything. Just tell me anything I don't know about.
it? You probably know more about it than I do.
I haven't seen it in a while.
Yeah.
It is a favorite of mine.
No, it was my first movie, first role that had any sort of through line. It cost about $120 to make, 120,000. It cost nothing to make. We brought our own lunches. I stayed in character all day. Let's see, what else? Yeah. It's just a little kind of independent movie. We had no permits, you know. It was sort of underground jungle warfare movie making. So it's very cool.
For those of you that did not know, probably one of, and I say one of Michael's breakout roles was Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer. If you have not seen it, you really want to see it, because that's some serious, in-depth acting, some quality stuff from this gentleman right here. And yes, I am kissing his butt, but it was practically an awesome, awesome movie that you guys, and in fact, when it was filmed, I don't think it came on TV until like 4 years later or something like that, right?
Yeah, it didn't get released actually in theaters, and for maybe 4 or 5 years later, because there was a big fight over whether or not it was going to be rated X or unrated, or what the rating was going to be. So they wanted to rate it X because of the intent, not basically because of what you see on screen, but basically because of the intent. And you know, Henry, it was, you know, based on a real guy, and we played it pretty, you know, tight.
Yeah, it was a lot of things sensitive back then, because it was 1986, and between, you know, the day after, you know, she was going nuclear, and a lot of very sensitive subject matters that was showing up on television. I think they kind of said, they're not smart enough yet, so idiots.
No, it took a long time to get out there, and then once it got out, you know, it was, came out at the same time Days of Thunder came out.
Days of Thunder.
Days of Thunder was in the theaters at the same time Henry was in the theaters, and also Henry the Fourth, I think, the Shakespeare thing. And there were people, they had Henry the Fourth and then the Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer in the same theater complex. You know, people would make meat stoves and, you know, all dressed up, would go in to see Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer and realize that, oh my God, this is not Henry the Fourth. And they were like, oh, where are we?
Yin and a yang.
There are ugly people in here.
What you talking about? Oh,
And they were like backing up, getting out of the theater.
All right, you have another really young. How old are you? You're 9?
9.
Oh, I'm sorry. You have to go ahead and throw your question at him.
How do you do the makeup for The Walking Dead?
I didn't do it at all. It took the makeup artist about 2 hours to do my zombie makeup. The other makeup, you know,
the prosthetic.
With Merle, and you know, just the normal makeup is nothing really. We just we have this stuff they squirt into our hands, and then we just smear it on our faces and our shoulders and arms, and they call it sexy dirt. So we do our sexy dirt, and then we do whatever bruises or scrapes or scratches we have on us, and then we go out, and we the next thing we do is we spray our. I pull up my pant leg and we spray my boots and stuff with some sort of DEET, just to keep the ticks and the fleas out from getting up inside my leg, under my pants. And then I spray around my belly, and then we spray a little bit around my neck, and then we go. And we run out into the woods, and it doesn't even matter. They get on us anyway.
Man, I bet you guys really smell bad.
It was
okay.
Good. No, stuff smells good. It's just not very good for you.
It's just not very good. DEET, yeah.
Yeah.
Over here, red shirt.
Michael, big fan, awesome work. I have a question for you now that you're not going to be on the show. What is going to be the one thing that you miss the most?
The paycheck.
Other than the paycheck.
Craft service. The paycheck, craft service, in order. Let's see, the actors, you know what, you get to know a lot of people on these things, and you get to become friends, and so when you're saying goodbye, you know it's your last day or your last week. It was pretty damn moving, I have to say. But I had already adjusted to the fact that I was leaving before anybody else did. You know, other people were like, They're whining and crying.
How long did you cry?
Yeah, cried off, man. I was like, God, thank you. I don't have to wear that arm again. Yes. Thank you very much. Little Merle can go away.
Ladies and gentlemen, you do realize tomorrow will be the first ever Walking Dead reunion show. Right?
Really?
It will be the Walking Dead reunion show because everyone else, other than Daryl, is off the show.
Wow.
You all are dead.
What do you know? What do you know about that?
Dead as a doornail.
So it'll be the show of the dead.
Yeah, well, we did this in New Orleans, but you know, not all of you were dead.
Who told you to say that? I know somebody told you to say that.
Do you have them with you?
Bad girl, bad.
Chocolate covered pretzels. So what's the story on chocolate covered pretzels?
Nothing. There's nothing about chocolate covered pretzels. We don't want to hear anything about chocolate covered pretzels.
From this point on, I'm assuming you will accept chocolate covered pretzels for an autographed photo down at your table.
I love chocolate covered pretzels. Don't get me wrong. I do. I love the dark chocolate, and they're delicious, and I can't control myself when they're offered. I love them.
This I want to see. Please,
And
someone.
so, in a little movie called Mallrats, Kevin Smith found out that I love chocolate covered pretzels, and he wrote this scene in. And so, I mean, most people know about the scene, so I won't have to elaborate on it. So, if you don't know about it, go watch the movie.
Young lady, right over here.
Hi, I'm a huge fan. My question is, if Daryl had died instead of Merle, do you think, what would Merle do? Like, do you think he would, like, leave the prison? Or kill everybody there and take it for himself? Or just stay there with them?
I think it'd be Merle, Carl, and the little baby.
So you're so rich?
And everybody would be gone. And we just go off into the sunsets.
With bodies laying in your path.
It would be a sweet, sweet ending for everyone.
Yes, so young lady, please do not grow up to be like this gentleman here.
That's not true.
All right, thank you. Yes, sir, keep calm and chive on.
Better believe it. I just want to say that I had nothing to do with the chocolate covered pretzel question. And I just want to thank you for being able to play such despicable characters. So you are an incredible actor, or you truly are an a-hole at heart. But thank you, seriously.
The second one.
You'll never know.
Very good. Yes, sir, over here.
Hi, yeah. I just wanted to ask you, what of all the episodes that's been done so far, what is your favorite and why?
You know what? My final episode was an awesome episode, but I got to tell you, the finest piece of writing that I've ever had the privilege to attempt to get right happened in season 1 on the rooftop, and it was a monologue, and it was a 4.5-minute monologue, and it was just me going from delirium to just praying to God and trying to get loose and finally making the decision to cut my hand off. So it was quite a piece of writing, and I'm not even in the entire episode. I'm just in the teaser of the episode. And that is by far my favorite piece of The Walking Dead that I was involved in.
My question to you is, Norman has talked about that there's death dinners for the people when they leave, and so I'm wondering if you had a death dinner and if there's any stories that you could share with us about that.
I had a death dinner. I didn't finish all my food. And we didn't talk about anything from the show, practically. We just hung out and ate and talked about other things. And we were at a regular restaurant, so we couldn't really talk a lot about what was going on or anything like that. It was not, my death dinner was not in a private room or anything like that. So we're just at this small restaurant, and there are other people around. So yeah, no, we couldn't really really talk about any of that. It's sort of like the pink elephant in the room. You know, you know it's there, but you don't want to say anything. You know, and so that's kind of the way it went down. And we just had dinner and did a few little, chit chats and talked a little bit about other things and hung out. That's kind of what we did. It was kind of cool though. It's always fun to get everybody together, because everyone lives in different parts of Atlanta, and me and Norman lived in the same neighborhood, but other people live all over the place. So to get us all together in one space outside of work was kind of cool, and that's probably that's like the only time we ever get to do that.
You moved back to LA though. You're back in LA.
I live in LA.
Yeah. But Norman's still, of course, still in Atlanta.
Right. Exactly. Well, when you're working on the show, I was over there for about 7 months.
Right.
During season 2, 3.
7 months.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Hello. What's up, dude?
Hello.
How you doing, Mike? I know we're talking a lot about Walking Dead, and it's a great show. I love the show, but you also played a part in my favorite movie of all time. You played McMasters in Tombstone.
Yes.
Acting with Val Kilmer, Kurt Russell, Sam Elliott, all those other guys. And secondly, why the heck did you go up on that mountain by yourself? You knew they were going to kill you.
You know what? There were other scenes that were edited out that helped to tell that storyline, and I never understood why I was there. It was like, and even with the other scenes, it was still kind of far-fetched for one man to go up there. But you got to know that all these guys knew each other. All these cats knew it. It would be like me going and having dinner with all the people from The Walking Dead. You all know each other, and so you don't really expect to be slaughtered. You don't go in there knowing you're going to be slaughtered. You go in there thinking, you guys, I'm gonna hang out and have a beer, have a whiskey, and talk with you guys, and we're going to try to hash things out and make everything cool. And so that's why that happened. But yeah, he just, a lot of people don't understand. I mean, that all the cowboys and the Earps and all these people, they all knew each other, and they were all friends pretty much, except for when they started killing each other.
Alrighty, these are going to be the final 5, or now the final 4 questions right now. So if you don't mind,
Final 4. And it's not basketball either.
The final 4. So if you don't mind, if you could, get up.
Let's do my famous.
Yeah, one answer.
We're going to do 10 questions, 5 on this side, 5 on this side. Go. Go ahead, ask.
How long did it take you to put on that prosthetic makeup?
7 hours. Next.
Been in a lot of movies. What's your favorite film, Merle, and why?
8 Men Out. I got to play baseball all day long.
I was going to say thank you so much for your performances.
That's not a question.
I know. I'd like to ask, how have the fans affected you? You have any interesting stories?
Love the fans.
Oh, I'm also a fan.
What would you be doing?
Digging a ditch or in prison.
All right,
Atomic Father figure. You have little Merle action figures sitting in your car or anywhere? Where do you have them on display?
I bring them to my shooting range and I shoot their heads off. Next.
Anybody from the audience? Question.
Come on, bring it up. Question.
Who would play Merle's dad?
What?
Who would play Merle's dad?
Who would play Merle's dad?
I don't know. Who do you think?
John Boyd.
John
Next. Go ahead, ma'am.
Based on your role in Henry, based on your role,
Yeah, go ahead, baby. Spit it out.
do you believe other school actually took out?
I don't care. Next.
What's your favorite color?
Come on.
What's your favorite color? Go ahead.
What about it? It was fun. Next.
Anybody over here? Just get up in front of the mic.
Why are you sporting the mohawk?
What?
Why are you sporting the mohawk?
Why are you sporting the mohawk?
None of your business. Next.
What's your favorite band?
I don't listen to bands.
She said Skinner? You don't listen to Skinner?
I love Skinner.
All right,
Keep the Leon. They better stop drinking though. Next.
If you could have any tattoo, what would you get?
If I had any, if I wanted to get a tattoo, what would I get?
Tattoo today, what would you get?
You know what? I don't have any tattoos on my body. I probably never will have one. Thank you. Next. Top or bottom? I flipped it, baby.
I apologize to all the children in the audience. You have absolutely no idea what he's talking about, and remember that. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, that's going to end our session.